Hello and welcome. I'm Inverta Umbra and this is Dwarf Fortress Basement Born. Alright, today I have done a little bit of work off camera. Now some of it you can see, like you can see I floored up some of the areas around here that will probably have mushrooms and stuff grow up on. So I was working towards that to make sure that would not happen. Also using a lot of the random blocks I have, since before I set it to only use Obsidian, they were using things like andesite, granite, and other stuff. So I set it only to use the Obsidian. I've also placed in 2 floors here. And for those of you who are thinking about playing Dwarf Fortress or play it kind of casually, just don't know that much about it yet, there's one thing about floors is you can't really build anything on top of them. I believe you can put doors on top of them, but otherwise you can't put traps and stuff on them. So if you ever build a floor, make sure that you don't plan to put anything there. Also, I'm using them to serve for me as a reminder instead of using a road or something that I need to make sure wagons have 3 tiles wide of an area to get to. So I made a 3 by 3 little platform area right here. And this is kind of, I guess you call it a landing or something. Just so every road or anything I build off of this to go to the edge of the map should stay 3 by 3. And it should be a direct path, and there should be no trees that get on it. So that's kind of why I set that up. I also set this to be removed. I'm actually going to start changing these out for stone walls. Um, and I'm going to try and get my fortress's value up. So right now we are at 196,695, and I'm not certain. I don't remember changing anything on the world creation, so I don't remember what the wealth requirements are for interesting things to come and siege you. Um, but we're going to try to make our fortress very wealthy very quickly to start getting enemies to pop up. This is really, for me, this has been a what is, I can't think of the term, but basically this doesn't normally happen when I play. Normally I've already gotten attacked, and either I've survived it or I've already succumbed to it, and time to start a new fortress and rethink of how I should build. I'm gonna let my dwarfs go right here. Oh wait, did someone have a child? No. Cancels cut granite. Seeking infant. Infant get knocked out of that person's arms or something? Let's look at combat reports, just out of curiosity. Issue worker, Weasel is fighting. I don't know. Alright. Oh, and I forgot one other important key thing. Let the music back in. So I was doing some audio checks. Feel free if you ever feel the audio is too loud one way or the other to leave me a message. Let me know. Um, I did forget one spot there, which bothers me a little bit. I mean, there's multiple spots I could put stuff in, but that spot I happened to forget. Um, so basically, I'm just prettying up the fortress using the extras of doors and stuff that I have laying about that I can make into, um, use on this level, because this level isn't as important. I mean, it's our food production layer and should be protected, but as far as, like, decorations go, it isn't as important. Oh, someone suspended the construction of the Obsidian Bridge. Why? Why did you suspend the construction of the Obsidian Bridge? You stop that. And you continue to work on that bridge. Might be because, let's see, B. I thought I had all these selected for dump. Oh, I did. I think dwarves can't move that particular item if it's, how do I undump? Ah, Shift-D. There we go. If it's set for dump, only a dwarf who is going to move it to its actual stockpile can do that. So I'm going to undump that one for right now. Masterpiece Obsidian Mug. So I hope the dwarves are now happy they've got their mugs and they can drink out of them, and yay. Uh-oh. No ammunition. JMQ bone bolts. Um, you know what? Just do that into perpetuity. Ah, talking over my own words. So we got a lot of blocks going. I can start to use those for various things, fortunately, and I can start to use them to shape the fortress a little better. I also designated this to be taken out, the stairwell. I'm hoping that it gets taken out from below, but it's something I'm going to have to kind of pay attention to just so a dwarf doesn't get stuck up there. Oh, they've almost finished flooring that. That's nice. Our food stockpiles look good. Our drink stockpiles look... they're solid. Let's see. Oop. White stork. Alrighty then. What is that little flute sound? Is that the combat reports? It's just that. He's being scared off by the white stork, which I think he's hunting. Let's see. Oop, nope, wrong button. D, B, and we're going to reclaim all these bolts that have been used. Not all of them survived, but it's a few that will be reusable. Tell my people to make some more bolts as well. Hopefully all the wooden ones get phased out. Is there a piglet up here? Let's remove this pen so the piglet can go be with his family. Alright, let's see. What is that blinking dot? Probably some sort of insects. Anyways, so, really, it's another waiting game of, seeing when the dwarves will get to building and deconstructing. I do want to check out and see how that floor is going. So they did move it. Could not find path. Alright. I don't know why that happened. Might need to turn off hunting for a little while and just let the animals have a break for just a bit. And has that been deconstructed yet? Nope. Right now it looks like everybody's just moving wood. Which unfortunately there's going to be a lot of. But I do have one idler. Oh, no, never mind. There. It's probably someone switching jobs or something, and they go idle for a moment. 3, 1. If you're wondering where I'm seeing the idlers I'm having, it's up here in this corner. I realize I probably haven't mentioned that before, but something to keep an eye on when running your fortress. It looks like they've got most of this paved, so it no longer has a chance for mushroom trees to grow up and wreck our upper floors, or potentially let a lake into our fortress. Oh, it's fall, isn't it? Yeah, late autumn. Okay, so that's the trees that are losing their leaves. I was wondering what that was. Alright. So we've got a perfectly good water source. It may be time to soon work on a water area. In fact, maybe a well set up just outside the dining hall might be a good idea. I'll give that a thought. I'll have to dig a big reservoir for it. And then, let's see, is that mandate still? No. In fact, let me... it really gets me down sometimes. What got him down? Hmm. I don't know. Oh well. Anyways, the upper bedrooms are done, but I still want them smoothed out before I start putting beds in there. That does look like... ooh, looks like we're headed into winter now. Um, it does look like a few of the rooms are fully smoothed out, enough for me to put the beds in. Um, Wait for the game to catch up with me here. Um, so I know I want to get the metals industry up and running. That really all depends on all the stuff down near that magma tunnel getting done. Alright, so looks like we've got 4 rooms that I can at least place the bed in. And go there, there, and go there. Alright, that'll make some dwarves really happy. And I believe, set this up as a barracks. And I should already have this as a, yeah, barracks. Okay. Just have that set up so it's ready when I have the weapons and armor to give my people. Speaking of weapons and armor, how is that going? Um, Doing alright. It's just taking a little while. Um, Probably the person who does leatherworking is also doing other jobs as well. So all the wood's there. Oh, another animal. I guess we're having steaks tonight. Where's this cow? Congratulations on becoming an adult. Getting quite a few animals. I need to cull that down just a little bit. Oh, it looks like they're finally starting to work on that. And they haven't done this one yet. Okay, so nothing seems to be happening. Why is he flashing? Let's go ahead and look at this dwarf. Usually flashing means they're injured or something. Finish some work. Satisfied. doesn't look like he's been hurt. Hmm. He's just flashing for some reason. I have no idea why. Hmm. Well, let's see. Uh-oh. The mayor has put a ban on certain, the export of millstones. Damn it! And he did it right before the Dwarven caravan got here. Mayors are always more trouble than they're worth. In fact, I'm not sure if a mayor actually does any positive benefits for you other than occasionally your dwarves will enjoy having someone to yell at. And I'm not really joking about that part. They will, when they're unhappy or dissatisfied with something, they'll go yell at the mayor. And if the mayor has a good, it's one of their speech stats, I guess, or something like that. They'll feel better after they do that. I don't know how it affects the mayor as much, but I imagine having a whole bunch of people come and complain to you might make you more likely to impose certain bans. Ooh, those are getting built. And I like, so when you build stuff out of just straight stone, you get rough obsidian walls or pillars. But this, we have obsidian block pillar, and it'll become an obsidian block wall, or brick wall kind of thing, once more of them get built. Now, I believe they do, and we're running out of leather, but it does make it more valuable than a regular, more valuable than like a regular rough wall or something. Alright, that is getting really annoying. Let's see, the jobs are still there, right? They'll just re-queue them up a little bit later. Okay, so we need to get more leather. I need to get to trading for more leather. Yep, obsidian block wall right there. Let's still not deconstruct it just yet. Um, so I have someone currently making rock crafts. Hopefully they've made quite a few, unlike last year. I know a few ways I can make some valuable items that would sell well, but without sand, one of the most valuable and easy to make ones goes right out the door. Usually you can turn sand into glass and then make glass into uh, trap components like giant axe blades and corkscrews and all that, and they become very valuable. You can do the same thing with wood, it's just not as valuable. And I may do that. It just depends on how much I need. Hopefully there's enough leather in this next caravan to satisfy a lot of the industry's needs. And I also need to make... So that... Why is that not being built? It's just inactive. It needs a mason. Alright. So... I want to build trap components. I want to build a lever. And the reason I want to do this, I'm going to put this all the way over here in this corner. I want to make out of obsidian. Is this will control that drawbridge downstairs. Once this lava lake reaches a full level, I want to seal it off, just so nothing can get into the fortress that way. Oh, and it's doing it again. Is there anything I can just butcher to stop that from happening? I don't want to butcher anything that's young. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these extra animals that are in our fortress. They won't produce much in the way of leather, but maybe they'll produce enough to keep my leather worker going for a while. And back up to the main levels of the fortress. In fact, let's go. I do need to keep an eye on that really badly, because if someone gets stuck up there, it's only a matter of time before they like drown or something. They might climb down. Dwarves have been known to do that. It gets kind of weird sometimes when they will and they won't climb a wall or an object. So sometimes you'll just find a dwarf randomly up in a tree. What is this guy doing? He's just standing there. He's a hunter, which I kind of figured. Um, what's this about proper living? He was bored after being unable to practice a craft for too long. He didn't feel anything while in conflict. He felt euphoric due to inebriation. He slept on the grass? Hmm. Nope. Maybe he's on a break. What's his name again? Ooze Tooth? Alright, let's see here. Why are these guys flashing? What's this guy? He's on a hunt. Oh, maybe he's ambushing. Waiting for something to come by. Seems like a bad spot, because that's where we're bringing in all the wood, so there's a lot of dwarves over there, but, you know what? He's a trained hunter, and I'm not. I'm gonna let him do his job. And, let's see. Alright, I think we're about ready to start putting in tables into the dining hall, and I don't really know how I want to do it. Since we have an odd number, I might just build kind of like a ring set. Place a table there, place a table there, place a table all the way up here. Actually, no. Do one down. Because I'll put the chair behind them and that'll leave plenty of space behind it. And then I would like to queue up that job later, but I'm not going to do that right now just because we've got a lot of jobs that still need to be done. Like constructing a rock door. Build doors. Let's make some people's quarters a little nicer. Uh-oh. What is that? Why is it just the left wool glove? So that's right. So no one decided to wear that. Just the left wool glove? Is it in bad condition? No. Normally if it's in bad condition it shows an X, and that's usually why people will take off a glove. Is someone missing an arm? There's a few gloves around. Why? Is it popular in Dwarven society now to only wear one glove? Are they going to practice their moonwalking as well? Well, let's get the doors on these rooms. Give them a little bit of privacy. And maybe I'll make some of the dwarves a little happier. Though, for the most part, they seem like they're in the upper... There's only like 3 dwarves who are not, just ecstatic about being here at the fortress. And let's just finish off this wing right here. That's really what I should be calling these instead of like blocks or whatever. They're really just wings of living quarters. Set that there and that there. And then just because it looks nice and I get a little paranoid sometimes that something may run into my fortress that I am not able to stop, we'll place those there. Around the main stairwell. And I might need to make a redundancy stairwell. Honestly, what I usually wind up doing is making a different main entrance after a while and sealing off the way into my farm and having the farm go directly into the dining hall. Just, where the food goes and everything. Which would make a lot of sense to start moving food down there. Sea wall. We are going to build the next wall, because right now we have a big gaping hole in the defenses. We're going to make it out of obsidian blocks particularly. And then... it did get finished, and no one got stuck up there. Wonderful. Alright. So, let's do D, and then... no. D, N, and remove that, and remove this. So hopefully, with those 2 things removed, they'll, and actually I should do these as well while I'm at it. With those 2 things removed, nothing will be able to get in except for through the main entrance and where I have holes in my walls from working on it. Now let's see. I'm really just waiting for all this to get done right here. All I need. You know what, let's, I don't know if this is going to make it any better. It might not. Bridge, retracts, raises. Alright, so it's there. We're going to use obsidian blocks. Anyone... They got the lever ready, they just... I guess our masons are really all being used right now. And once again, we're out of leather. He stopped for a while after we slaughtered all those animals. That is so annoying. I wonder if I can disable that sound. See, blocks. Block crafts, bone bolts. I think everything's going to towards the obsidian blocks right now. In fact, I kind of want to remove these 2 buildings, just so it's all in here. So they've got the basic layout plan or set up for my tables that I want to do. Um, yeah, it's just really at this point it just becomes this waiting game. Is that? Oh, okay, he's working from down there to take it. Okay. I thought that Dwarf was flying in air for a moment and he was just taking apart that out downstairs. Sometimes I don't quite see it as the way it is. Let's see, and they've got that, so build C, and we need another wall. We'll make it a double wide, and we'll actually make it a little more fleshed out than it was last time. And then I'm gonna leave these things alone for a while. I think I'm gonna let a whole bunch of idlers get around. Hopefully they get that metal industry area going. Like I said, that's pretty much the only thing that's keeping me from doing what I need to right now. I just want to see something. So this is a stone stock or stone dump. Okay, they are dumping there. Cool. Right. Get back up here. I keep forgetting I have those shortcut keys, but I'll get it down. Probably right before the fortress dissolves or something. Hmm. Sorry I don't have much interesting going on in this episode, but there's just everything hinges on that. And that annoying sound. I might try and just do some of this off camera and wait and see if I can get it to a reasonable area and only bring you guys back if I happen to get attacked or it finally gets done. That way I have some more things to talk about and explain. Um, but I'll probably continue to work on this tower as it stands. Um, Replacing most of it with stone. Probably not the flooring in it. I probably don't care to do that enough. But I will replace all the walls and then eventually build the fortifications on the second layer. So right now, the only way you can get into our fortress other than flying is through that bridge. So if I can get a good control on that bridge, then it means that I can control where the enemies come from. And I'm going to stop dwarves from doing this, because this is actually something enemies will do. Because there's those ramps there, they can actually get down from the bridge at that angle. Which makes it easier for my dwarves, but makes it easier for enemies who are trying to invade the fortress. So, it's a trade-off on that one. But yeah, we're going to stop here for now. I think I'm going to do some stuff off camera, see if I can get all the magma smelting set up so it's finally done. But thank you for joining me. I'm Inverta Umbra, and this has been Dwarf Fortress. Have a good one.